It's on a iPhone too, but it's like $6 and it's not the same game.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh man, this should be fun, man. I'm not calling up hardly anybody. I just brought up Bichette to give me help in the playoffs here.
I called up almost everybody.
That should be fun to use in your first game, huh?
Yeah.
Mr. Hurricane did a first look video on it.
Oh god, Hurricane. Here I am, rock you like a Mr. Hurricane. Right behind.
Oh yeah. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Okay, batting order reads Junior Mitchell, Paul Richard, Josh Naylor, Matt Joy, Stephen Moya, Hudson Potts, Troy Stokes Jr., Chris Herman, Jorge Ona. I'm facing Garrett Cole, who's 18-6 with a 2.87 ERA. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yep, the Cubs are first in the MLB in ERA.
I watched Mr. Hurricane. He started a Twins franchise on another park baseball team, and then like the first game against the Orioles, they hit like 3 home runs in the first inning. I was like,
Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago.
Benar.
Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
Weak chopper up the line. It's foul, strike one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, this
Go, Junior Mitchell reaches on an error.
Double digits right now and climbing, playing really good.
Oh yeah, this game ran. The devs ran a simulation.
Have that big lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right.
Were they right?
Kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants.
Yeah,
There's
they
a lot of
right.
different ways you can go.
Meanwhile, here the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Dude, I love the show. This game's so much fun.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
This franchise in particular has been a lot of fun.
Waiting on it is
Like, I love the franchise more than this since, even since the MLB tennis show.
And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. Coming to the plate now,
Josh Naylor.
And he could give his guys an early lead if they come through here.
I'm gonna share the trailer video.
That on its way.
Way
in front of that fastball.
It's like 2 minutes long if you want to watch it. It just gives you an overview of like what the game is and everything.
And a net-high fastball.
I think it's like literally a perfect game for you guys.
Train, as he's frequently called.
And I like it too. I bought 18.
Pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first
17, 18.
So we could all be in a franchise together. That's what you're saying.
I think so. I'm pretty sure there's online leagues. Here, let me check. I'll boot it up on my computer.
The 1-2. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes.
They have it on 18.
Second out. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh.
I've never heard of this game.
Matt Joyce. The season batting average
it's a
comes
PC
in down
game,
in the
so
240. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's
you can play it on a laptop. No, it's not doesn't take a lot to run. So like
the 1-0 home, fouled away.
My first at bat with Bo Bichette. Let's see if I can ground out.
Probably a 3-run shot.
Nobody's on, thankfully.
Yep. Oh, he hit it so far. He got to go around the bases 3 times.
It was a no-doubter.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Gets him swinging.
This game is gay.
Very
yes.
right now, I would just like. Oh, I don't even have anything to say. Derrick Lopez better throw a perfect game in his MLB debut. Otherwise, I will bitch and bitch. Oh, never mind. Hitting first for the Cubs. Jorge Polanco. You know that perfect game's gone after the first batter.
Oh, that are 438.
Oh my, you fucking. What's his power? What is his power? Send me a screenshot of this fucking player card right now, you bitch.
Oh god.
Okay, so the cool thing about this game, so I created a league, right? You can totally customize it. So what I did is I created a league, and I had 50 teams for each state, one for each state. And I just simulated like 70 years or something like that. Maybe not 70, but pretty close. And there's Hall of Fame, and it's like realistic Hall of Fame. It saves stats for every single year.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
This team is having the type of year that they're having. It's hard to imagine this team having this kind of success without his production.
2-1.
How is Javier Baez?
Count. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead.
Yeah. So what you do? Okay. So what you do is, so if I wanted you to join my league, I would go into the league that I created, and
oh, he is gonna rake. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I would go into the league that I made, and I would go, and it's like I have to send you an invite or like an email or something, and then you join through there, I think.
The 2-2.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that at the bottom of the game it's a quick join online league. So there are online leagues.
2 gone now here in the first. So
in
now
how much the game cost?
Anthony Rizzo. It's been a big season
it's
in the power department.
I don't think it's $60, but it's pretty expensive.
No balls and 1 strike. 1-1 the count for the Cubs first baseman.
How many prospects developed?
Okay, so out of the park 19 is $40. And
well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the
mound.
So far, he doesn't
let's split the big difference there.
That's easier said than done.
The only difference with the 18 doesn't have
freezes him at the plate. A
2019 version
has
has like pretty good game graphics with the 3-player models. In 18, they're just kind of like pawns from like a chess, and they just kind of slide around.
Fuck. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just wait till 19 goes on sale.
Yeah.
On the way. Popped him up.
Like, I think this game would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm hearing.
Game share this? Like, I'm sure there isn't. But
into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
We'd be able to somehow share an account.
As he lays off it for a ball. Moya, a native of Puerto Rico.
Make like
he's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. High in the air.
I've never even logged on. I've never ever opened this game anything.
I don't think you can. You can't have 2 people running a game at the same time on the same account.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base. And
I am going to literally get no hits by
This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
They revamped scouting in this one. They did a lot of shit. Like, if you were to get one of these games, I would get 19.
Splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
In this game over 18. And 18 is really good.
And a ball, like, 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Until 19 goes on sale is what you're saying.
Probably, yeah. But I don't know if it goes on sale.
Away.
I don't know where to check.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head.
Like every day.
He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
It's 1-2.
Garrett Cole's slider is untouchable, even if you're a lefty.
The 1-2
screwed them.
is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Chris Herman would be next. And he lost him here on 3-2.
So I added it to my
pitch
wish
misses,
list, so I'll
it's
get an
ball
update
4.
winner if it goes over.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Chris Herman. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Has a look, now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And there he goes towards second. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
So you can get a key for the game.
And that looked like
it's
it got
like
him pretty good.
Digging
for
$21.
Oh no, twos all over the place.
So
two
basically,
on, two out,
the
and
site is people going.
Inning number 2.
It's kind of like a marketplace, like in 2K. Because usually the Steam price of the game isn't what it's worth. So then
the runner is in from
people
second.
buy it and then
Now
they
the
put it
relay
on
home.
your
So much of this game is situational
so you can get it for $21
nice
on
job
here,
there.
but it's
you've
not
got
like
to find a way to pick your teammates
it's just
up
like
when you're given the chance. He doesn't try
I
to
use
do
it to
too
get
much
most
right here.
of my games.
He just
like
takes what's there.
but if you were
Safely on
to
second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates.
like it's not
in
like
the dugout.
it's not like the PlayStation store, you know, where everything like
nothing in one.
you know what I mean? Like it's just a third-party website. But then you would have to have Steam on your computer. You'd have to have a Steam.
And he makes the catch as
But
just
you
the
could get it for
one run
$20
comes
on there.
across in the inning.
Okay.
But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. Now the double hitter, Kyle Schwarber, set to lead off the home half of the second. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, Rafael Ortega.
0-2 now.
Touch them all, baby. Oh my goodness, this man has no power.
Just let me know when Bo Bichette hits another 430 home run.
The next 0-2.
Just let me know.
And he fouls this one off.
Let's go. I pulled my Greinke. That was 447 for Rafael Ortega.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row.
Okay, well,
I'd love to see this
yeah,
next
back to
one
back
put
to
in play
back
for
to
sake
back.
of pace of play, but I love the fact that
With just him though, like I'm just saying,
Here comes another
4 at bats for
I
him.
see.
Even
This
hit
little
4 home runs.
slider.
After multiple
The rest of your
pitches
team
were
isn't that
fouled
nice.
off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher.
you're
So
right.
They're only
they
World
say,
Series
I'm gonna
nice.
throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
What does that make Ortega then?
World Series
Nice.
nice.
Number
Ortega.
10 is the
Good
one
shot.
that finally
Oh, that
does
makes
it
the
as
shot.
he strikes out after a
MMA
battle.
gold belt, nice.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. And as the season nears an end, he currently leads the league in runs batted in. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing.
Anyway,
but
you just
a
gotta
pitch
value,
location.
like,
He
do
can
you
a
like
lot
to
of damage
do the
to it. Gotta be
management
careful
part more
doing
or
that.
the gameplay
The
part?
next 0-2.
Because you won't be playing the game,
Swung on
but
and
you'll be
missed. He
doing
got
a
him.
lot more managing than you do in the show.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks
I
great
like-
to begin
I like
the start.
playing my games.
That's
Like, I
already
love
3
the
Ks for him
management too.
in the first 5 hitters.
Yeah,
And
like
it's
you
awesome
manage
to
the
keep
games,
up
but you
this
don't like
pace.
swing. You don't try and make contact.
Right.
with them, you know what I mean?
Standing in,
Yeah.
Javier Baez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Lays off 1-0.
But essentially, in game,
After
you're an
watching that
MLB
one go
manager,
by
so if
and a
that
ball
ever
being
like
called, you can rest
intrigues
assured
them.
he knows he's not getting
Yeah.
away with another one
Right.
of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That'd be fun. Maybe some
Ball and 2 strikes.
more.
I just
Watch
think
the
after
video.
Or just
seeing
watch
both
the
those pitches
just
right
watch
there,
the trailer.
96, you
I'll
have
just
to be
give
on
you
the
a rundown of
fastball or you're
everything.
not going to catch up. If you're sitting off
Because
speed,
I'm not going to get
that
it like
fastball's
nobody
going to blow
else
right
is.
by you.
Oh, I would
Outside
get
in
it
the
if you
full
guys
count,
did.
3-2.
I'd do an online league with you guys. I like the
Albert
game.
Almora
I've
would
had,
be
like
next.
I said, I've had two or three
And he
copies.
struck him out, so a
I like
fine
it.
inning
I just
here.
I've never had anyone else to
He
play with,
strikes
so
out.
I
Right.
get burnt out.
Digging in for his second at bat.
I just make
Richard,
custom leagues
0 for
most
1
of the time,
for him
but I
here
mean,
in this one.
It's
The
such a
50 states
realistic
thing
game
sounds
that-
fun.
First pitch.
Oh yeah,
on
it's
its way.
really fun. I run it every now and then. I'll
Thought
run a
he had
couple
the
years
inside
on it.
corner that time, but it missed the ball.
Minnesota's the worst team of all time.
Well, of course
I'm
they
not
are.
even joking.
At Minnesota Sports
Minnesota
9.
Meteors. They have the
This is
second worst
line to
win
left.
percentage ever. They have the least
And a base
playoff
hit,
amount
so
of
the
playoff
leadoff
appearances
man is
ever. They have
aboard.
the least amount of playoff series wins ever. and they've never won a title.
And there's probably no happy
Paul Richard gets
person
his
in
first
the
major
ballpark.
league hit.
Paul Richard has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put
Josh Naylor, he had his first career strikeout in his first plate appearance. To see what he can do the next time up. It was a slider, came way in, and I check swung right through it. You think I can steal a base with Paul Richard?
Josh
No, I'm not going to try it. I'm not going to try it.
As he looks at a ball, it's 1-0.
Oh, Naylor almost ripped one down the line. I thought it was a mistake there. Oh, that was right down the middle.
Like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Still in base for Richard, but it was like, I was going, but it was a pass ball at the same time. So, I don't know if he would have been safe.
Well, Bichette, he's back up.
Oh, home run.
Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third.
No way they get him out. Let's go. Richard tags up for third.
On the fly out, so he's
Go
90
Pittsburgh.
feet away here with one gone.
Matt Joyce.
Digging in to try it again. Matt Joyce. He got called out on strikes his last
Bichette's,
time through.
Bichette's already down 0-2, so.
Yeah, that's alright. Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Attaboy, Nick.
There it is. Strike three.
Now from Cole.
Drop third. He gets on first.
In the dirty behind the plate.
What?
Oh my gosh. Strike three gets on. This guy's on base percentage is going to end the year at 1,000. Fuck Matt Joyce. Oh my gosh.
Has a play. And he makes the catch for the second.
Well, now it's up to Steven Moya to bring home.
The box. Steven Moya, runner in scoring position with two gone.
I'm gonna have a tough time killing 3 people in Flush Factory, considering one person goes there every 100 games. And I suck, so I won't end up killing them after. So it'll be about 1,000 games.
Third with 2 out.
Using that math. I didn't actually do any math. I just...
Yeah, it would be about 600 games.
Giving chase is Almora, and that ends the inning. Pirates lead. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been
Lopez in the second inning of MLB pitching struck out the side.
Earlier in the count.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first.
But are you sleeping at the mic again?
And he'll step on first for the out.
Yep.
3 unassisted.
I'm pretty sure he is.
The young catcher Wilson Contreras.
But I don't.
Maybe he's doing a MLB draft and he needs to take about half hour for a pick.
Fastball is in there. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column.
How in depth is the draft? How in depth is the
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat. But you really didn't want to put
It's not bad, yeah. You get like
talk to like your GM and stuff, because I think like is it like the show, or I mean not the show, like 2K where you have like player interactions?
No, it's not like that, no. But I'm honestly glad it's not. That gets really tedious, especially for how much simming you do in MLB.
Right. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine. Double the shit you have on 2K.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now.
If you want like a super realistic thing, you can just start as a. You can okay, so you can make a league and you can start as like a team, a manager on an MLB team. Or you could start as a manager and you're just like a guy and you get hired by like a single A team. And you have to prove that you're a good manager. And you get offers, like, yeah, you get offers from teams. You gotta like work your way up into the majors.
Ready for another chance?
That's really hard though. Like, oh my god, it's really tough.
I bet. Well, it's tough in real life too, so it's good that they.
Misses ball 2.
That realistic.
That's like hyper realistic. I don't know. Like,
to get themselves into good counts because of it. You're in
I'm okay with that.
And we'll have to leave it there.
MLB Power Pro Success Mode was one of the hardest things I'd ever done.
2000, for some reason, 2008 was impossible, Joe. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Fucking, we had a no-hitter, and we didn't even make it. Yeah.
All the time. Do you had how many success guys go through?
Like about like I don't know 20 out of like probably 40 tries, 50 tries.
Yeah, right.
And there's one well above the
we should really have a PS2 night.
Yeah, we should bring Austin. We should both bring PS2s and MLB or Power Pros.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora in pursuit.
I'm really excited for the apartments. Oh my god.
Me too.
Me too.
How about it? Left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Troy Stokes. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh my god. Like I said, I suck at this game, so even when I see a person here, I'm not going to kill him.
Would have been a strike anyway.
Oh
it's nothing in
god.
one. Now here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Oh,
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on
Derrick
strikes.
has struck me out 3 times already, or 3.2 innings. That's like a lot for a
Now
user
in the
game.
play, Chris Herman. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Oh yeah, also in this game is League Evolution, but that is usually too far down the line if you were to to even worry about. But like,
and that
since
one
I've
stayed
simmed
too
to
low,
2069,
apparently.
there have been some
1
changes.
run,
So like,
2 hits.
August,
No
31st
errors
of
so far
August,
for the Pirates.
2037, the mound height was lowered, so more offense
Outside,
happened.
2-1.
31st of August, 2045, the league introduced the designated hitter.
Here's a ball for
The 2nd of
Rizzo
September
over his first.
2046, the disabled list length
And
was
he'll
shortened to
step on the bag
11
himself,
days,
and the inning is-
and then 13 years later, it was increased to
and that'll
15
bring
days.
up the Lakers DN. He'll lead things off here.
That is the whole evolution of
Contest.
the league. Everything else is staying
Comes the
exactly
first
the
pitch.
same.
Line
Kinda
drive
funny.
to center field.
That is a
It
funny
gets
list.
down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I like the mound
So it's
height
a base
the most.
knock to lead off Derrick.
It's more often.
Boy, Hero, it's about time they got something brewing here.
Bernard, where did you go? You just showed back up.
On the bases. Yeah, absolutely.
What I really like about it is
Tactics,
milestone
not
watch.
always the
So
play.
like,
You wanna drive that
you go into
count up
milestone
and
watch,
get
so you
into
can see the
that
guys that are
bullpen.
close to hitting milestones, and you can set milestones to what they should
This
be.
is hit the
Like
other
for
way
instance,
out
this
toward
league
left
doesn't
field.
play 162
Stokes
games;
is
it
there.
plays 50 because there's 50 teams.
One away.
Just made sense. So I went and changed all the milestones to be like consistent with what they should be for a 50-game season. If a guy were to play, you know, like
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle
year
Schwarber.
after year,
First time up, he
long.
went down looking. Here's
so like the
first
milestone,
pitch to
but
him.
you can go in and look at
Comes
guys
right
that are
after
close to
him with a
milestones.
fastball
Like
for a strike.
there's a guy Jesse
Set to deliver
Morales
the
is 8 home
0-1.
runs away from 500
Looks at a
home
slider
runs, but
over
he's
the
also
outer half
42.
for strike 2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball.
It's like
swung
Nick
on and
Ray,
missed
you know what I mean?
as they
Oh
set him
man,
down for the
you should
second
have
time here
tell them
tonight.
about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we
Coming to
did
the
a
plate
franchise
now,
match,
Chris
and
Bryant
then
looking to put the ball in play here.
Madden.
Down on strikes in his
we
first
dropped
at-bat.
Madden franchise, and we
1-0
had
the count.
we drafted the stud
And a
QB,
fastball in there for
absolute
a
stud,
strike,
and
1-1.
we played what
So
4
1-1.
years of like the whole team control
This is in the
Yep.
air out to straightaway
of the
center.
franchise.
Mitchell over
And
to his
then
left.
once we were done with that, like
And
the
that
new
ends
game
the
had
inning.
came out already, so
One left
we
for the
had
Cubs. They still trail
18
1-0.
then. So we had this on 17. Now 18 came out. We're like, well,
Okay.
this league is dead. So then we decided to
Digging
do
in now, Jorge Ono. He'll
like
try to
create
follow
another
up the
user,
double in his
and so we
last
could like
at-bat
just
with another
be
big
the
hit right
quarterback, Nick Ray.
here. He's ready.
We
Here's the
played that
first
fucker
offering.
till he was like
Way out in
45,
front.
and they forced us to retire.
That's a pitch we haven't seen in a while.
Oh my
If he's gonna
god.
have the ability to
We
flip
were
that
just
in there
no,
whenever he
it
wants.
might have been.
This is
Yeah, I
gonna
think
be
it was
a tough
45,
test.
right?
Yeah, it was like it's definitely
Line
like mid
towards
40s.
center field. And that finds some outfield grass.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was.
base hit.
We were just. He had like
So a leadoff
60,
base hit out
like
of the ninth
67
spot, and
arm
that sets the
strength,
top
and
of
we
the order
were
up nicely here to start the
we were
inning.
just abusing him. He used to be like a 98 arm strength.
Yeah,
So
90,
we did, like,
95 something
67.
higher, yeah.
Mitchell, he
Oh,
pulled out in
man.
his last at bat.
Yeah, this man could not move.
With the fastball to begin the
Yeah, he-
at bat, it's ball
He
one.
had the wheelchair or the handicap spot in our
Ono
parking lot,
gets his
so
lead at first,
we could make it
nobody
to the
out.
stadium each day. Man was so old.
This one's
All
played
right, I'm
out
gonna
towards
simulate
left.
a year in this league.
Schwarber
Everyone pick a
coming
state
in.
you think is gonna
Can't
win.
get
Oh,
to it. This
Vermont.
one's down.
Okay, Vermont. Hey, let me give you some information on the teams.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Go,
yeah.
give us a
I
run through
withdraw.
of all 50.
That would take forever.
No, hold on. Actually, let's go blindly. Let's go blindly. Vermont.
Okay. Okay.
Michigan.
Vermont. What do you mean? Oh,
Like
okay. I'll give you. Okay, you get Vermont, but I'll tell you a little bit about the team. Is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so
Okay.
then everybody else pick their team, and
Yeah.
then he can give us an overview.
All right. So Vermont, Benar's, Michigan, right?
Yep.
You guys got to remember this because I probably won't.
Yep.
Give me Wyoming.
Okay. So
He singled his
let's
last
go
time up.
Vermont Clippers. We'll look at them
Throw
first.
behind the runner at second.
Clippers.
All right.
Back standing.
All right. So here's their history team index.
From the stretch.
Their best ever win
Now,
percentage
starting
was
down after it,
660.
he
They went
couldn't hold
33 and
back.
17.
It's
Their
strike
worst ever was 260. They went 13 and 37. The interesting
From the
thing
belt,
about this
the
league is there's
This is
two
in the air to left.
team divisions.
Schwarber
So you
moves
don't even
over.
actually have to be that good
He
to make
makes
the
the
playoffs.
catch, and the runner
But
from
like
second will
25
tag and
teams
head
make
for
the
third.
playoffs. So if you
And
you
in
know,
the end, the
it's
tag
not like
appears to have
like
been
a team
bluff.
could be like
He's back to
20 and
second.
30 and sneak in, but they'll get knocked out. Like it's like I've never. The worst team to ever win it was like 24 and 26. It was incredible. It was
And that happens sometimes in baseball with wildcard teams.
Right.
Naylor.
Right. Okay. So the Vermont Clippers have made the playoffs.
First pitch on its way.
Let's see.
Now about a
this
58-foot
is
breaking
weird.
pitch that he
I
wisely
need to find
lays
a
off
better-
here. One
Well,
run, four
they've never been
hits.
champions.
No errors
Let's
so
start
far
with
for the
that.
Pirates.
Damn.
They've never won the
Damn.
champions.
Are you shitting me? It's just because we're in a small
That
market.
one's gonna
We were at a
find the seats.
disadvantage all
Strike
along.
one.
I don't know what the markets are. I didn't really mess with them.
Damn, I didn't know that was
Now
even a
the 1-1
factor, really.
pitch.
Oh yeah, it's a big
Ah,
bet.
shit. Should have never picked Vermont.
Well, Vermont, no, it's not. I didn't
So the
I
pressure
didn't
is
base any
on right
salaries.
now to get
They
back
don't
in the
base
strike
on the
zone.
states. I just
Gets the
I just
sign.
made
Here comes
50
the
teams and
2-1.
renamed them to the states.
And that changeup
Yeah.
didn't
You know, like they were
tempt
cities
anybody
at
and
first.
misses
I
for
just
ball
renamed
3.
Time for him to attack on the
But anyway,
mound. He knows this team's struggling
Vermont
offensively. Don't mess around.
has a
and try and
career
hit.
record
Get on the
of
attack and let them
1,310 and 1,398 for a
Hoping to
win
send him
percentage of
packing. Pitch on its
484.
way.
They've been to the
That's in
playoffs
there. Base
34
hit.
times out of like 53 out of
And there's
53.
probably
That's
no
pretty good.
happier person in the ballpark.
Yeah, and never
Josh
champions.
Naylor has just
So,
collected
okay.
his first
That is
hit in
kind
the
of
big
a
leagues. And as
basic
is
rundown. So now
customary,
we'll go
there's
to
the ball
Michigan.
being sent into the dugout.
Ben.
Someone will tuck it away for him.
Bernard didn't find a way to pick Toronto.
Yeah, good for
In
him.
the U.S. state's choice.
Listen, he's worked his
Michigan
entire
Naturals.
lifetime for this moment.
Oh,
Well, they
the
were
Naturals.
13, 72, and
You can bet
13,
inside his head,
13,
he's on top of the
72, and 13, 36 is their record. 507 win percentage. They've been to the playoff 40 times, and they have one championship. And I believe it was recently. I believe
Yeah,
it
let's
was recently.
go.
It was in,
Checks
never
his
mind,
swing here, but he
2038,
does so in
roughly
time.
30 years ago.
Pretty recent. Pretty recent.
Anyway,
Bernard recalls back to that day.
Yeah, I remember that day. That was a great
John,
day.
what state were you?
One there.
I was Wyoming.
Yep.
Yeah, Wyoming.
He
Yeah.
beats the relay to
Wyoming Coal Sox. One of the best teams
I
in the
love it.
history of the league. 1534 and 1172 for
Oh.
a 567 win percentage. They've been to the playoffs
Wow.
43 times, and they have won the championship twice.
Let's
They have the
go!
second best winning percentage of all time among any team. And
Wyoming.
the third highest playoff appearances of any team.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Now, you know what I really like about this is for whatever reason, the Indiana Peanuts have by far been the best team
Stepping in
ever.
now, Stephen
Okay,
Goya.
1,606 wins, 1,101 losses, 593 win percentage. They're almost 30 win percentage points higher than the next best team. They've been to the playoffs 43 times, the second most in league history. They've won the championship 5 times, which is the most by only 1. But still, like,
It's the Spurs of baseball.
The guy on the slab, toeing the slab, he's on fire right now.
Dude, this is getting me hyped.
Yeah, it's
19 teams have never won a championship, but the Peanuts have won 5.
So
and there was a stretch. I mean, like there was a stretch where they won. Okay, so they won. Their first championship came in 2023, roughly 46 years ago, and then they won it again in 2031, and then in 2035, and then they didn't win it until.
And everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
Well,
no, they had to have won before 2064. They won in 2064. There has to be one.
Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this
so this reminds me of the college football game then. Remember I showed you?
Oh yeah.
2028. They won in 2028 too. They won it about every 7 years for a while.
1-1.
Really sounds like the Spurs.
Anyway. I'm in the off season right now. I'm just gonna sim through all the awards that get announced.
We're gonna get a big name. I can feel it.
We're gonna skip all the way through free agency and winter meetings and all that because I don't care about it.
Wyoming, we're just gonna continue our excellence.
We're gonna sim all the way to the regular season. It's gonna be a bit because the game sims a little slowly.
Right there,
especially when you're 40, when you're 53 years in. And you're simulating an entire offseason. It's a little slow because there are player transactions.
In for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
I hope Wyoming and Vermont works out a trade and it fucks over Vermont.
there have been some pretty big trades. The greatest player in the history of the league was traded in Ryan.
It's like Wayne Gretzky, actually.
Oh, man, this could be Danny Rodriguez. I can just feel it.
And he just misses with a
I should read you the greatest player. I should
read him to us.
Like there's a reason.
4.5 average.
I have his name memorized. It's Jesse Parizek. I memorized his name. He was that good.
That's really
I can't stop this.
Who do you cheer for, Nick, in the league?
Oh, I usually cheer for Minnesota, but it's been a couple years that last season they were swept out of the first round by Tennessee, and then Tennessee got swept by New Jersey, and then New Jersey got swept by West Virginia. So West Virginia lost in the finals. So anyway, okay, so I'll read you the playoff setup once in front of me. So the first round, there's 25 teams. Oh wait, how many? Let me. I think there's 30 teams.
Digging in once again. Troy.
No, it could be 15.
That'd be everyone, yeah.
Striking out his last time up. And now pitch on the way.
Must be like 24 or something.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's going to be off the ID.
There's 16 on each side, so 32 teams make. There's a good chance you make the playoffs, which is what makes Minnesota even more
with nobody out.
There's a better chance you make the playoffs than you miss it, and you only have to beat one team to get in. So it's, you know, like it's pretty pathetic.
On the mound here with nobody out in the sixth.
The first round is a best of 3. A lot of those rounds are sweeps because it's teams that are good matched up against teams that are bad. And then the second round is also best of 3.
No balls.
Third round is a best of 5. Fourth round is best of 7, and the final is the best of 7. So the first 2 rounds are pretty much, it's kind of like the NCAA tournament where just the better teams win.
No swing.
And then the last, no. But we're at January 15th.
Back in
league.
Standing.
I think the pretty short season, so it's like the dead of summer. You can set the dates for your league, so you could run it through. You can also run leagues in any country in the world. So if you wanted to do a league of baseball players,
does it like show you a map of where your teams are located?
No, but you could do like an international league.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But yeah, you could do. I want
to do an African league.
You could do a Sri Lankan league, and you could have 100 teams in it. It doesn't matter. But the population does affect the skill. So I remember in 17, yeah, I remember in 17, I set up a league in Canada, and I made the players only allowed to be 14 to 18 years old. They had to retire after they were 18. They could only play 14. Everyone was trash because they were not developed yet. Everyone sucked. But it was really entertaining because like everyone was. It was like a little league. Essentially, that's what I made, and it ran well. It was like a high school. Yeah, it was kind of like high school.
Dude, that's just so fun. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're really selling me on this
Yeah,
game, bro.
I'm getting really sold on it too.
Bro, the possibility. I mean, like it's
Oh my gosh.
I like to create leagues. I don't really like because I just think it's more interesting to have to learn an entire league. But you could also have a lot of fun just doing a rebuild of a team or something like that, because you would get a really realistic rebuild out of it.
Here comes the 0-1.
Awesome.
What my favorite thing about this is when you so say you put can you put like a guy on the trade block and see what you would get for him in the show?
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. So like you could put him up and see like teams
and then you get offers. Yep.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about this game. I always hated games that didn't have it annoyed me because I didn't know like you know like if a team would, like you'd have to search by individual team and then see what you want. So I like that you can get offers.
Top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game.
But yeah, I really like that about this.
All
right,
So like, do you like run a team right now, or are you just like the whole like a league commish? Okay.
So I just basically since I am running as like quote-unquote commissioner, I could take over any team if I wanted because I gave myself full control of the league.
Okay, so is there a way, like, if we were to do this, we could all be, like, not necessarily, like, the managers where we'd, like, coach the games, but more like the general, like, GMs, yeah.
Well, you don't have to coach any games. You can skip the whole season.
Oh, okay,
just do okay. But if you wanted to, you could, like, so you can be, so basically...
Because what I think would be really fun is, like, how do head-to-head matchups work against people, then?
I don't know. I've never been
I guess, you probably don't know, yeah.
I don't know.
Because, like, if we would just, like, manage our user games and then just be GMs the other time, that'd be really fun.
I mean, what I do is I manage just, like, a couple games in a year. Not in this league, obviously, because I'm not managing a team, but if I am, I just manage a couple games because it's entertaining every now and then. But then every apart from that, I just worry about, like, contracts and trades and stuff like that, and just kind of GM stuff. But you're essentially, you're a manager and a GM. You just kind of, like you get both roles.
Yeah. So you're like Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, you don't have to manage every game. You don't have to manage any games really, because it does. You can do it automatically if you want it to. Anyway, we're at the opening day. We're gonna look at the preseason predictions here. So the main Catfish, who were the last year's champions, are predicted to be the best team. They're predicted to go 36-14. Which is dominant for a 50-game season.
Thus far.
See what was it? Vermont? Vermont is projected to be the 5th worst team in the league at 21.
Oh no, ranging back into the bleachers and gone.
Michigan.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup, a straight heater, and it cost him.
Okay, Michigan Naturals are predicted to be the 3rd best team, 32-18. Which is pretty good. And the Wyoming Coal Sox are predicted to be the best team at 31-19. The Minnesota Meteors, I'll just check with them. They are predicted to go 22-28. I think this is going to be. Let me just check.
I'd rather give you 6 inches off east west than to have you fall out.
They haven't had a winning season in
where we left off. Javier Baez, he's 1 for 2 in this one.
4 years.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance.
2065, they went 30-20, and they were 9th best in the league, and they made the playoffs.
Swinging a ground ball to third.
What I like about this game is you can see teams' payroll for every year they've ever existed.
2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of the.
So, like, yeah. I like that a lot. And attendance, too.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Paul Richard.
I missed.
First pitch on its way.
Mason Pick Estate.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Coming in is Almora. He gets there.
Virginia Valley. It's predicted to go 27-23. Like average, right in the middle.
Alright, so we have our really bad team, our average team, and then our two.
Yep.
Good team.
The Minnesota Meteors were once predicted to be the best team in the league, and they ended up going 23-27, being like one of the worst. The only year they were ever at the top of the preseason predictions.
With it, they'll put it away as they get their man here for the
What
second
team does everyone play twice?
Ready for another shot now. Matt Joyce.
I'm not sure. I don't mess with the scheduling. It does automatically.
Okay.
I think it might change.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking
so I'm
for
just going to simulate
to drive. So
the
that may have
playoffs
been
begin because the regular season isn't
and a
that
ball hit in
interesting.
the air and a ball that he got every
Delaware hammer off to a loss.
stitch of,
Wyoming
as
is
that
8-0,
one, without
9-0.
a doubt, is gone.
Okay, they lost. Now they're 11-2. Michigan is 10-9.
A solo home run there for Matt
Indiana
Joyce.
Peanuts are 20-3.
Home runs
Oh my God!
It's now 5-3.
Michigan is 14-10. I don't see Virginia. Oh wait, no. Virginia's 16-8. I don't see Vermont. They're not in the top 21.
In the seventh, getting the first 2 outs, but then he
we'll come back. We'll make it
too much of the play.
deep playoffs run.
Indiana might have one of the greatest seasons of all time. They're 30-5.
Out of the bullpen.
They've already made the playoffs. This is incredible. The best season ever, I think, was 47-3. So they won't have the best season ever. I couldn't believe when 47-3 happened. I could not believe my eyes. It was the Louisiana Royals, and they had Jesse Parizek on their team. I need to read you
you need to read stats.
Yep, I need to get you his stats. Yep.
So like, do players have like attributes? Like, how do you know what players are good?
Yep, they've got attributes. You can sort them in an MLB scouting system, 20-80, or you can do 5 stars, or you can do 1 to 100, whatever you want.
20-80, cool.
My goodness.
Nick, we're playing Fortnite.
Nick is doing a really good job selling us on this game.
At first I was like, but now I'm like, okay.
I really want it. Yeah.
Just right now, in particular, I really just want to make my league.
When does it come out?
It's already out.
It's like a baseball simulation.
I'll read you just his Hall of Fame stats, because I can't remember how to get to his individual player page. Actually, I can figure this out real quick. Just give me a minute.
That's awesome. You already have MLB 18.
Snap move over to first, and he'll get back in standing.
I gotta get.
Can I have your 18 then? Oh wait, it's downloaded.
Here's the 1-0.
Boba
Now a ball lined toward the
Mason,
alley
you
in left
saw that,
center,
right?
And he dives to make a spectacular catch.
2K's trash.
Fuck, the black umps are so bad.
Digging in to try and
So you can see you can also see every player ever that's ever been in the league. For if they even have one at bat, it's essentially like baseball reference.
You know that old
Awesome.
game,
Try
a
on
boop and a
install
blast.
2K.
They could certainly use that.
So like we're gonna look at Anthony Bay for the Missouri Firecats, who is retired. He played for 15 years in the league, and he was about average. You can see his development history too, I believe.
Do they develop on their own, or do the managers? Okay, cool.
You can. I think. I'm not sure if you set practices. I don't think so. I think you have.
Oh, I hope
I know
not.
you have to. I know you have to hire.
On the right side of the
I know you have to hire coaches.
Put this one away for the first out of the
So
inning.
you have to hire a hitting coach, pitching coach, everything like that. And if you want, you can hire everything for every level of the organization. If you're an MLB team, you can do that. You can manage every level of the team, actually. Or you can just have the AI do it all. That's how I usually
At least in terms of giving up base hits, he's proven to be a tough
you're
guy
in
to
basically,
barrel up.
if you manage an MLB team and you create the league and you like set yourself as that manager, you can manage every single aspect.
Alive.
Austin, I'm gonna buy the wingman start
Try to
attack.
get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Oh.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Okay, here we go.
And that's
Players.
the second out.
Switch here. Yep.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Peas.
Now a
Yep, there he is.
fastball,
Jesse
a bit
Parizek
too
right on
low
the top.
here. It's
They know he's the
ball
best player of all time. All right. History.
Right side.
So,
and right
okay,
into
here we
the
go.
shift.
He has
And that will
4
conclude matters here
Platinum
in the
Stick
seventh.
Awards, which is like
3
a
up, 3 down
platinum,
for the Cubs.
you know, like
Still a
Silver
two-run
Slugger.
deficit. It's 5-3.
Silver Slugger. He won the championship only once in the second year's existence because he was all on trash teams. He won MVP 5 times.
Was the team he won it on the 47-3 team?
I don't know. I'm not positive about it. I can check it.
And he swings.
He won MVP 3 years in a row, and then he won it when he was 38.
Up and
also,
the 0-1.
He won.
Just misses inside.
Oh wait a minute. Oh, those are playoff awards. Okay, so he was the championship series MVP. Like when he won the MVP in the championship series.
No swing.
He was the quarterfinals MVP in a different year, second round MVP in a different year. So basically, every year they were in the playoffs, he was the MVP of that round.
But he was able to stay strong.
He was the MVP of the league.
This ball is crushed into left field, and this
8
one
times,
coming back.
including.
This ball is gone.
Okay, Nick, are we gonna play?
Including 5 MVPs in a row.
Exactly slam the door
I don't know,
but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game.
Yeah, including 5 times in a row, and then he won the.
Now, Chris Herman.
Oh no, he won Platinum Stick not 4 times. He won it 12 times. It went off the screen. I couldn't see it. Okay, so. You have to keep in mind this is a 50-game season, so like people are gonna hit for higher averages because they have less time to bring him down. But he won 1 year. He hit 441 with 32 home runs, 72 RBIs in 50 games. Remember?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious.
Trying to find there's like a view.
Pitchers weren't on point, and what happens
basic
when that
batting
happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Okay, so here's what I like. So there's Hall of Fame metrics in this game. That's how they decide whether a player gets voted in or not. So there's Jaws.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated.
Average of career WAR plus top 7 individual season. Right. The average Hall of Famer in this league for Jaws has a score of 37 at first base. He had a score of 62.6.
Here's the 1-1.
Oh my!
Black ink is the score derived from the number of times the player led the league in certain stats. So basically,
allowing that base runner to get into scoring position.
I think it's.
Keeps the double play.
I don't know if it's just how many times they led the league in something. I don't think so. Anyway, the average Hall of Famer, not at first base. Hall of Famer has a score of 22 in that. He has a score of 103.
He's having a hard time doing that, so as a base runner,
the gray is score derived from a number of times the player was top 10 in the league in certain stats. Average Hall of Famer 121. He had a score of 323.
So a good job out of the 9-hole getting on base.
And then Hall of Fame standards is score derived to measure the overall quality of a player's career, not peak value. And Hall of Fame standards, the average Hall of Famer is a 76. He has an 82, which is a pretty big difference in that stat. It doesn't vary a lot. And then the Hall of Fame monitor. Now this is the score derived to estimate the chance a player is elected to the Hall of Fame based on criteria Hall of Fame voters have tended to use. So Hall of Fame voters in this game have like tendencies.
And then your offense
how they vote.
Gets it to 4.
And you can also vote for Hall of Famers, but you only have 1 vote.
Don't tell me that.
Anyway, his Hall of Fame monitor was the average Hall of Famer has a score of 408. He had a score of 865. So he essentially had a 200% chance to make it.
Yeah, he could have made it for 2 guys. That's his production.
Right. He was born a day after my birthday.
He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Pitch on its way.
He was
swing and a miss way behind
200. Okay, he's 6 foot, 270 pounds.
3 runs already home here.
Yeah, I think he had some. No, never mind. He only stole 1 base in his career. I was looking at the wrong stat.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Calhoun.
Austin, let me guess.
Josh Naylor with his first career MLB bomb.
And good for
he
him.
played 26 years in the league.
Has just launched his first major league
26,
home run.
oh my
Hard
God.
to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now,
okay. So now let me. I'll read you some of his.
Yeah.
Well, I think that
I'll read you some of his
ever
achievements.
dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. watching the ball disappear over the fence.
He never missed a single game
in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents,
towards the back of the end of his career.
Everybody's going to be talking about this.
He didn't play every game.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Except for when he was 45, he played 51 games. They had a playout. They had like a play-in game, and he played in that and every other game. He was 45. I don't know why he was playing. He was only hitting 178.
First, and it's in time.
This guy, he should have retired at 42, honestly, because he hit 279 at 42, and he didn't hit over 200 after that. But teams still played him because they thought they could get something out of him, I guess. They were milking him for everything they could.
Could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
7-time player of the week, 5-time batter of the month, 8-time most valuable player, 1 rookie of the year, 12-time best hitter position, 5-time playoff series MVP, 1-time championship winner.
Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. And that'll bring up.
Here's some accomplishments.
He's 2 for 3 thus far.
In his rookie season, he went 5 for 6.
Bases are empty, 1 man
in a game.
Okay.
6 years later, he had a 25-game hit streak. Well, the next year he hit 3. He had a 3 home run game, going 4 for 4. He won the Triple Crown that year, also.
Hey, Tommy Joseph.
And a swing and a misses. They got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Oh, your mic is really bad, Austin.
So
yeah, your mic.
For Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Just
you might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
This guy was insane. There's not really like that many more mind-boggling stats. You'd have to just kind of look at his profile, look at the gist of it.
What's his career averages and stuff? And career bombs?
Career average. Now it's a little deflated because of the past like 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
First base and a great play. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on
he had an average OPS of 1.89. There is a 162 game average. They do that in this game in case you don't play 162 games. So 162 game average, right? If you were to play 162 games, this is what the game would have him do. You would hit 356. You would have a higher OPS of 1.192. He would average 59 home runs and 147 RBIs. And
average that? Oh my god.
Average.
Oh.
For his career, he would average that. Yep.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Pretty good.
Anyway, he played for LA, not Los Angeles, but Louisiana. He played for Louisiana. I guess he didn't get traded in his prime. His prime was pretty much from age 19 to age 40. So I guess he was traded at the age of 36. So he hit 33 at 393 that year. So I guess he was still in his prime. Anyway, he played for LA for 27 years. Or not 17.
And he'll step on first himself for the
anyway, yeah, greatest player of all time. I don't know if there will be I don't think there will ever be a better player.
You find the fastest player? What, like most steals?
Houston Pass.
I can do most steals, yeah. Okay,
first
we'll go to
pitch on its way.
Index.
Here's a hard hit ball to the left side.
You want single game records this season, career records.
And that will become out number 2.
All right, so career batting, throwing bases.
Now at the plate,
Jason Jones had 229 in his career.
He hit a changeup out for
he played for 20 years.
It'll be interesting
he averaged,
to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
He would only average 41 steals a year.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
That's a lot, yeah.
Especially for an average throughout his career, because I bet he lost speed and stuff at the end of his career.
Hey, not a bad way to start
the new month,
D-roll. How about after that?
His longest hitting streak was 2 games.
Oh, that has to make you feel good.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. It was 20. He ended his career on 2 games.
That's a strike to throw down.
I was like, what?
3-game home run
as he steals the bag easily.
Okay,
you don't see that very often against this guy.
I wonder if I can go back.
This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
I can't see. Okay, so he's retired, so all his stats are gone. I don't know if I can see.
Now the 0-1.
Like his history of stats.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
It doesn't really matter. All right. Let's go. I'm gonna simulate. So we're at the playoffs, first of all, so that's exciting.
Did Wyoming make it? I'd assume.
Well, I'll read off. All right, here we go.
Now it's spinning a
so we got playoff coverage here.
And a dive, but he's back in there.
We'll read off. Let's see who made it. So Wyoming made it. They went 36-14.
Hey.
Second best in the league behind the Indiana Peanuts from 42-8.
Half swing here, but he
Virginia made it 32-18.
1-2 now.
Michigan. Okay, I want to. Okay, the worst team in the league was Louisiana. They went 14-36.
They're still reeling after losing. The top guy of all time.
It was like 20 years ago.
They're still reeling.
Vermont made the playoffs, 25-27.
What?
Yep, 26th best team. They made it.
Damn it!
Let's go!
The worst team to make the playoffs was the Iowa Missions at 23-29. Minnesota made the playoffs at 25-25. Michigan made the playoffs at 29-21. 14th best team. So, playoff coverage. Let's find the good matchups I want to
slider that time, just missed
inside.
Let's
see.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot.
Wisconsin plays Michigan. Wisconsin went 26-26. They must have played 2 play-in games to determine the record.
You see a lot of swinging misses.
They play the Michigan Naturals for 29-21. Michigan should win that series, but you never know. They lost their only game against Wisconsin this year.
So striding in, Chris Bryant. He was retired.
Vermont plays Virginia, so the host brothers square off.
There were billboards outside.
I know who's winning that one. It's not Vermont.
Vermont lost the only game that they played against Virginia. Virginia is 7 games better on the regular season.
Mason, your team beat mine if you were listening.
No, they didn't yet.
They beat them in the regular season.
Oh, I see.
Wyoming plays the 24-28 Tennessee Pharaohs. I don't even know if this should be a series, but Tennessee did win the regular season game. And then Minnesota plays Maine, the defending champions, who are 32-8. Alright,
Minnesota can't get the break. Oh my
here we go.
That one stayed too low.
We will finish.
Wait, who did Wyoming play?
First game, Wyoming plays Tennessee.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
First game, let's get some updates here. Michigan Naturals beat Wisconsin Parrots in game 1. Remember, it's a 3-game series.
Set and the 2-1
so they're up 1-0.
Virginia
beat Vermont. They're up 1-0. And Wyoming beat Tennessee.
Let's
so
go.
Wyoming's up 1-0. Minnesota beat the Maine Cat. Oh wait, no, never mind. Maine won. They won 6-2. Michigan won 9-7. Wyoming won 2-0.
And they've done a real good
Go.
job here.
I think her ace on the mound.
Virginia beat Vermont 11-2.
That's a sign of good things to come in this
so now, okay, so Vermont got knocked out. Virginia won 2-0.